I am here.
I'll highlight the server with the AR reconstruction software. It's out of reach, so you'll need to use a heavy cargo drone to steal it.
That was definitely some fucking twat.
I've loaded the server into your vehicle. You can go now. Careful on the road. We don't want to damage the server.
It might shock you to learn that I know how to drive. Thanks.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
This will do. Remain in the area until I've downloaded enough data to the server. Download complete. I need a wider sample of data, so I'm pushing you the coordinates to a new location. This is brilliant. Look at this. It's compiling data from the surveillance infrastructure. Nearby CTOS drones, civilian optics, CCTV, and then it assembles those scraps into what happened in this location 24 hours ago. Fantastic. Be careful. It's taking too much damage. A few more hits and it's toast.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Alright, scraping data from optics, CTOS cameras, microphones, laptops. Say, do you reckon SRS uses this to watch people shag? Fucking hell, do they use it for anything but watching people shag?
Bagley, we have uninvited guests.
Well, shit, can you do anything to lose your new friends? Maybe invite them to a pottery night or overshare something personal. Whatever you do, just get to the last location in one piece.
My God. All right.
Transfer complete. I'm missing one last data set. Pushing you the coordinates to the location now.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Suspect.
Still being attacked here.
Don't let the drones destroy the server before I'm done. Get out of the lorry and take care of them. Shoot them, throw rocks at them, destroy them psychologically with cyberbullying. Just keep them busy until the transfer's complete.
Engaging hostile. Neutralizing hostile target.
Going to investigate. They went that way. Will do. Kill you today?
Alright, I've got it. Now, can't lug around this server forever. We should probably wipe our prints off it anyway.
Go on.
I'll overload the CPUs to cause a power spike and destroy the battery unit. The electromagnetic pulse should destroy both the server and the drones. So, you know, run!
So close to being killed, and yet so far.
Yes, we're all very impressed that I didn't kill you. But don't celebrate too long. New mission coming up. I found a lead that may help us unravel more about Zero Day and the bombings we ate shit for. I've picked up an encrypted signal from the Tone conference site that's been broadcasting on a loop since the night of the bombing. Go investigate. You might even get to try out that fancy new AR tech we stole. I mean, creatively shared.
Really? When did they say that? Oh, okay, yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I wrote it all down. In the diary. Do you want to look at it now?
Please have all identification.
I don't much care for walking around this place. It feels like an open-air morgue.
I'd like to know why Albion are guarding a pile of rubbish months after the incident. Something is wrong here.
More than a bit suspect. Bags, what am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Can't believe this. Facts and figures are trivial. Humans are selfish. Not much. So one of them make my life easier? Lock them thrown down! Washing their hands. 100 years. I'm sure there's
not gonna pay you. You know that, right? Who would send me this? Have a blessed life.
Huh?
What the hell?
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
The little fellow's taken a walloping. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction. Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
Disappointing. All in a hole.
One more data relay and I'll have it. Now, I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Okay.
What was that? I don't like the look of this spider. Get a lockdown.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? Does that mean mobsters did the bombings?
I think that was a handoff. Like, the Kellys were the supplier.
That woman they were meeting didn't seem like the gangster type either. Could she have been a part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, who was controlling this spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
So, the police watched it all happen. Interesting.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, brilliant. I'll just pop over in a quantum tunnel, shall I?
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call, sweetie.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Okay.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 Day's signature.
There, hurry. We've got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So 0 Day was using multiple groups to pull off the bombings. This just gets more tangled.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more.
Bloody rat. What an asshole!
Tracing the Spiderbot serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were investigating a different suspect other than DedSec, but kept it quiet from the public? Oh, very professional.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Albions certainly made themselves at home.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
I was never much of a fan of the Met, but I can't say I was itching to see them replaced with war criminals either.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the Spiderbot will be further in.
Who sent me this? Think next time.
Hey?
This area is being recorded by the GBB.
Hold it. Who do you think you are?
Swine!
Fucking shite. What the fuck?
Help me! Oh, thank God!
There we go. I think you just made a new friend. If Albion wanted to lock them up, they must be dangerous. And dangerous we can use.
Correct. Well, is this it? Our Spiderbot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Good. Be a dear and work out who last used it.
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
On it.
Dumbass.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all. Right, get comfy. This spybot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected. That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now. Fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Who decided they couldn't be trusted some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That would be bad for business, right? So don't tell me how you had our best interest on something.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bent path.
Got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
Whoa!
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
We're this far down the breadcrumb trail, we might as well keep following it.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
Good place to hold the world's least pleasant dinner party.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Bagley, find me an entrance.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside.
This is a friendly reminder that you are advised to remain at home. This is for your safety.
Interesting. I bet there's probably more.
incredible. There's some kind of secret police bunker down here, like a, what's the opposite of a serial killer's basement?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
But what were they working on that led them to the Tone bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I? Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking. The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was into something, but she wriggled off the hook. There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Oh, good. Albion is working with Clan Kelly. For a second there, I was worried they couldn't possibly get any worse.
It seems like 0 Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
But we can't very well allow people to be snatched off the streets. We have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Are you
If you can, yeah, sure. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah. Seriously, hold on. Sure. Yeah, I guess.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe a former DedSec operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London-born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec. This is kind of personal, team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
EPC. Well, at the very least, we can assume he's still in the UK. Deportations have backlogged to all hell.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside. So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
Let's get in touch with our contact. It won't end well for Angel if Albion finds out he's DedSec.
Officer in critical condition. Critical, over.
Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Persons on the premises must at all times carry valid identification and be prepared to present it to Albion personnel upon demand. Failure to comply with instructions from Albion personnel is a crime.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
This is all off the books, I trust.
No worries, I'll spook. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Dust them.
Right, fan out and find the target. Return to HQ. This is pointless.
What exactly is going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like now.
God, this is bleak. You could vanish off the face of the earth in this place and no one would ever notice.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Mary Kelly pokes her misshapen head up once again. What isn't this woman involved with?
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic.
No.
There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
You and me!
I'm putting a stop to this!
Hang on. This is...
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dams? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub. Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favour of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Next time I see you, it's a factory reset.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it inside the clinic.
Well done.